Blessed be the name of the Lord. In 2 Peter 3:10, it says, you see the little shine on my face? I have even skin so soft on me, not for the cosmetic effect of it, but because we're outside. And this place, New Brunswick, Canada, has a fly for every season. So I just got bitten in the leg by a mosquito through fairly thick pants. Like pants like that, a mosquito bit me. So if I didn't have this on, I'll be bitten many times by black flies, mosquitoes, and who knows what else, horse flies. So anyways, 2 Peter 3:10 says, "Now the heavens will pass away and the elements will burn with fervent heat." And the heavens will pass away part is basically a repeat from the Old Testament, from Isaiah 34, where Isaiah puts it slightly differently. He says, the heavens or the sky will be rolled up as a scroll. Now, people usually think this will happen after the millennium, when we translate, when we go into the eternity. Because how can the sky be rolled up and life still exist? To my simple thinking, I imagine all the oxygen would be sucked out of the earth. There would be no ozone protection, and life could not exist without this atmosphere surrounding our planet. So if the skies were to be rolled up, that means that it has to be when everything is ending. But you know what? No, this actually happens right at the second coming of Jesus, after the first 3.5 years. It happens at the beginning of the wrath, right after the rapture. So we have 3.5 years of the beast, then we have the abomination of desolation. All the countries attack Jerusalem, and Jerusalem goes through the Great Tribulation. Israel goes through the Great Tribulation, the troubles of Jacob. And then at the end of that, after probably a month, I have a timeline for that. I'm going to release a video about, but it's a guess how long the Great Tribulation is. But I think it's going to be a month. The time will be shortened. It's going to be a short time because otherwise nobody would survive. So anyways, after the Great Tribulation, the troubles of Jacob, Jesus returns and the wrath of God begins, and he takes us home just before that. And that's all in Revelation 6, which describes the sixth seal. And one of the signs, there's signs in heavens. That's what Jesus said. There would be signs in heavens. And the signs are stars falling, lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, and also the sky rolled up as a scroll, or the heavens passing away. And that actually is a very similar description to Matthew 24:29-31. So we know that that's the time right after the Great Tribulation when Jesus comes back. And one of the things that happens is the sky passes away, or is rolled up as a scroll. It's in Revelation 6, sixth seal. It's not the end yet. It's not after the millennium. This happens before the wrath of God is poured out. So what does it look like? Is it possible for life to still exist when sky is gone, when the heavens pass away? Can people live in that kind of environment? Obviously, yes, because in the following verses in Revelation 6, right after the heaven passes away, we read about people running for the caves and hiding from the wrath of God, and they are still alive. They are terrified that Jesus is coming to exact his vengeance on them, but they are still running, breathing. They are alive. So what is the heavens passing away, the heavens that rolled up as a scroll. I believe this is going to be a spectacular, miraculous moment when God opens up the heavens. They pass away. He opens up the veil that separates this physical world from the spiritual world. It's kind of like when Elijah was being chased by, I think it was Ahab, one of the bad kings of Israel, and his assistant was very afraid that armies, people on horses, are after them. But Elijah said, "Lord, open his eyes, let him see." And then he saw the armies of God on the hills surrounding them. And Elijah said, "There's nothing to worry about. Do not fret. God's armies are here." In this regular, normal world, people cannot see that. But when the veil is pulled back, you can see through to eternity. It's like looking through a two-way mirror, one-way mirror, the mirror that you cannot see the other way, the other side. If somebody scrapes off that film on that mirror, and suddenly it's just a glass and you can see to the other side, and that film could be rolled back. Also, when Stephen was being stoned in the New Testament, at some point he looked up into the heavens, and the heavens opened, and you could see all the way to the throne of God, to the eternity. It's all here in our world. The angels, they walk by our side. The demons exist here too. We cannot see any of that, but they are there. But when the veil is pulled back, the sky is rolled up, and the heavens open, suddenly you can see through that. And then the reality of this enormous universe is revealed to everybody. And that's why people will be they will be freaking out when they see that. They will be able to see into God's kingdom, into heavens. They will be able to see into the eternal reality, into the true world that is more real than this physical world which will burn up. Thank you for listening, and may the Lord richly bless you from Zion. Take care. Bye-bye.